All right, I'd like to welcome in now co-founder at car buying service Car Edge, Ray Shefska. Ray, it is great to speak to you again. So we've all seen these rising prices. Anybody who has shopped for a new car, within the past few years, how will reducing fuel efficiency requirements help bring down the cost of a new car?
Well, Nicole, I don't think it really will anytime soon. It's wonderful to suggest that lowering mileage standards will eventually lower the cost of those vehicles, but that won't happen probably for 2 to 3 years, as the manufacturers have already planned out what their production will be for the next 2 or 3 years. So this is not the type of action that will bring about lower prices in the near term.
All right, so not coming anytime soon. Do you think this is a good idea? Again, we're expecting to hear this. The president hasn't actually yet announced it, but do you think it's a good idea to roll back some of those standards when we consider the potential environmental impacts, especially for future generations? I mean, is this potentially kind of purposely ignoring a problem because we won't be the ones to see the worst impacts?
Well, if you're asking me, am I worried about what the future might hold for my granddaughter? I am. But we have to look at both short-term and long-term goals here. And the short-term goal is to try and figure out a way to get automobiles affordable again. And right now, they're not. And dealers are seeing it with sales declined in November, and they're seeing less foot traffic into dealerships. And at $50,000 price points, that puts most vehicles out of reach for most Americans.
You bring up such a good point. So if you're saying, though, that what the president is announcing, what we're expecting to hear from him this hour, if you think it's going to take a few years for people to really see the impacts of that, in the short term, what can be done for the people who are looking for a car either right now or within the next couple months?
Well, if we were really interested in seeing to it that we could lower the prices of new cars, an instant way of doing that would be to, well, drop the tariffs that have caused a significant price increase for many of the manufacturers out there. Short of that, we can hope for interest rates to go down, which will have a minor impact on monthly payments, and we could encourage automobile manufacturers to spend their time building less expensive cars as opposed to the higher profit, higher priced vehicles.
All right, so we're talking about fuel efficiency standards. So I want to ask you a question about fuel, since that's what these cars require. Do you think the president's threats against Venezuela will potentially impact oil prices? If we do see land strikes like he just threatened yesterday, considering Venezuela is actually a country that has more oil than Iraq. A lot of people may not realize that.
Well, if suddenly we're at war with Venezuela, which was something I never thought I would speak of in my lifetime, yeah, I would think that would have to impact the cost of oil throughout the world, and ultimately, that for the short term, that could have a negative impact on pricing here in the States for gas and diesel.
Last question for you, Ray. So someone who is looking for a car, preferably new, should they go with used? What is your advice for people right now kind of caught up in this limbo?
If you are looking at a 1, 2, or 3-year-old used car, you are probably better off at the moment taking advantage of new car incentives and new car interest rate incentives and getting that new car with the full warranty. If you are looking at something that is 5 to 10 years old because that's what fits into your budget, then by all means concentrate on those slightly older used cars. But whatever you do, please don't sign up for a car loan for more than 4, maybe 5 years. Don't consider that 6 or 7 year car loan.
Excellent advice there. Ray Shefska, always great to talk to you. Thank you.